Okay, MOBEER, and we are here to do a review today on Marathon Brewing's 26.2 brew. So, I'm walking in Shaw's the other day, and over by the fish section on the floor, just sitting on the floor, is this pile of these cases of beer. This 26.2, no palate, nothing, just straight on the floor next to the lobsters, getting all the scallop juice all over it. That's a whole nother story, how much Shaw's sucks, but the beer. So, Boston, it's where I'm from. We love our sports. We love our marathon. Obviously, Boston strong after the tragedy a few years ago. So I said, what the hell? I'll give this a shot. So I'm ready to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I obviously don't run. I don't run unless I'm being chased, except by the ladies. But I I just had this like feeling that this is the right beer to do. So I'm ready to go. I've got my headband on. Public service announcement here. It's what we do at MOBEER. One take, no edits. Public service announcement. If you can't find your headband, and let's just say this right now: the most important protective gear that you can have when you're running a marathon is a headband. Because if you get sweat in your eyes, all kinds of shit can go down. You get sweat in your eyes. It stings. It hurts. Right there, that's hospitalization right away. You don't finish the marathon, you get made fun of by your friends, people laugh, it's awful, you're scarred for life. You could run into the person in front of you because you've got sweat in your eyes, so it's very, very important. I don't own a headband. So what I found is that if you just find the right sock, it works as a headband. Wrap it around, staple it a couple of times. I didn't staple it to my head, I staple it together, I put it on. You got yourself a headband. So I'm getting like heart palpitations just thinking about a marathon here. I'm like getting shin splints already. But I'm pumped up about this beer. So I don't even know what this beer is, to be honest with you. 26.2, Marathon Brewing. Marathon Brewing, it's by the Boston. It says right on it. Boston Athletic Association, Boston Marathon. One thing that I'm not so sure about is the packaging on this and the message, because it's almost outdated immediately. I don't know how often they brew this. I don't know if they just brew it for the marathon, which is in early April on Patriots Day, which is only celebrated in Boston. But Marathon Brewing, I don't know where they're from. Apparently, this brew is beer by runners for runners, which is kind of just a funny vision to me because most marathon runners are like 78 pounds soaking wet. So I can vision in my head is like these 78-pound marathon runners with beer bellies. And just kind of picture like me, but skinnier. See, that's why I don't run. I just look funny too. It just doesn't make any sense. No, it wasn't an earthquake. My neighbors all thought that the ground was shaking there. So here's another problem. This is a problem in my house. I don't know if you guys have the same problem. Every time I buy a case of beer, it's in there for like 5 minutes, and J-Mo gets to it. So it's already open. She was supposed to be part of this review, but she already look at these dainty little cans. So not impressed at the moment. I don't even know what the hell that is. That's like those cans that they have for those seltzer, alcoholic seltzer flavor things. I don't know if this is just easier to carry while you're running. It's like that. It's just like this skinny can. It's just still 12 ounces. It's no big deal. This is an ale brewed with sea salt and coriander. Ooh, fancy. Again, I don't run, but I would think that the more you salt up, the less that you can run because you get dehydrated. But we're going to give it a try anyway. All right, Marathon Brewing Company. So this is only 4% alcohol. So you can drink the whole 12-pack and still run a marathon. In fact, you can drink 26.2 of them and still not be drunk. Only 120 calories, only 9 carbs. So I thought you needed to carb up for a marathon. This is like going against everything I know about marathons. But it's basically a light beer. So 26.2. Where the 96 came from. Marathon Brewing. Two-finger head. Just smells like a light beer. Smells like your typical Bud Light, Coors Light. All right. Bottoms up, baby. Hopkinton. Boylston Street. To all the Kenyans that always win our marathons. That's different. So it's not bad. So, definitely salty. It just keeps going. So it's a light beer. It's actually got less alcohol than your typical light beers. They're right on from that 3.8 to 4.1 is typically where they're at. This is at 4%. You just want a light beer for your non-marathon runners that just want to sit, mow your grass, just thirst quenching. I don't think this is thirst quenching because it's salty. That sea salt is definitely there and it just keeps coming, but it's flavorful. It's got way more flavor than any other light beer. I don't know about the coriander. I don't even know what coriander tastes like. It's got flavor. I can see. Then it comes and sits in your chest a little bit. That second sip was awful. That's like that lady a few years ago, 10, 20 years ago in the Boston Marathon, shit her pants while she was running. That's what this tastes like now. They just put the glass under her leg at the finish line and just poured into the glass. This is awful. And that first sip was all right until it sat there. Hold on. Stay right there. Don't move. You're coming with me. Let's take a little walk. We're going to take this can here. We're going to add it. We're going to add it to the MOBEER toilet. We got the toilet. We got our 26.2. Where is it? 26.2. It's going in the toilet. And you know what? This invention here, though, is the best thing to come out of this review. I'm going to sell these on MOBEER.com. We might even write MOBEER on them. And when you don't put them around your head, you can put it on your foot. And so, that's our review. Buy the foot band. That's what we're calling it. The MOBEER foot band. Don't you try to steal my name. This beer sucks. That's our MOBEER review. Out.